Alright, good afternoon everyone. Today is Tuesday, the 12th day of March 2013. Let's go over the results to start with. Alright, we had plus 10 on crude oil, plus 2 on the Russell, plus 6 on gold, and plus 4 on the euro. Okay, that brings our total, let me bring it up here. We had a total of 8 trades today as well, okay? We made our 2 points in one trade in 31 minutes this morning. The one trade didn't take 31 minutes. The one trade took about a minute. But it took 31 minutes for a trade that I wanted to take to set up. Okay? For the trade that I did take anyway to set up. So far on the not on the year. So far on the month, in the 10 trading days this month, we are up $2,592.50 in 72 trades. Okay, that's 72 trades, $2,592.50, excluding commissions. I tell you the number of trades because you can figure out your own commissions and see what you would be up. The 2 points, we've made our 2 points every day so far this month. Knock on wood. Every day so far this month we've made our 2 points, and we've done it in under an hour every day so far this month. That is pretty good. All right, the trial. If you have not taken a trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply. Sign up for the free trial. In the free trial, you get 5 days in our live trading room. You get access to all of our charts and indicators. You get everything that you see here, everything that you see in the charting platform, all the indicators. You get to sit in our live trading room for 5 business days and watch us put trades on, take trades off, discuss trades, basically teach you how to trade in that 5 days. And then you have to make a decision about whether you want to become a partner or not. That's up to you. But you do get everything that you see here. Okay, let's see. All right, gonna get right on to the trades now. We only actually we traded in, how many markets did we trade in today? 1, 2, 3, 4 different markets. Okay, yes, that's right, Andrew. All right, in the 4 markets that we traded, we got our 2 points in crude oil to start with. Okay. Now you can see I drew in a lot of stuff in here, boxes in different places. I was doing that for the educational purposes of everyone in the live trading room this morning, showing where the slingshot was telling us, slingshot based and price action together were telling us market was bottoming and the market was topping, and I was describing to everyone how to interpret that. If you want to find that stuff out, go take our free trial or become a partner. If you've already taken the trial, then just send us, if you're interested in becoming a partner, if you've already taken the trial and you want to become a partner, send us an email at support@cfrn.net and we'll send you off all the information you need to become a partner. Okay. Now, the very first trade that's set up was right here, but you see how the cycle is right in the middle? The cycle is right in the middle right here. The very first trade of the day, I did not want to take that trade with the cycle being right in the middle. I wanted to have good divergence like this over here, and this was the very first trade that I took right here. I got long right in there, and I took profit up here. That was 10 ticks. That was my first trade. That was my 2 points. 2 points equivalent on the ES, which is $100 a contract. Okay. After that, the market moved down, gave an opportunity right over here. And in this opportunity right over here, it did not continue moving down. I didn't take this trade. I don't know why I didn't take that trade, but I didn't take that trade. And the price moved back up above the BBC. Didn't give a trade opportunity in there. Moved back down below. It did give one right here, a nice trade opportunity right in here that I missed. It gave another one right over here. I did take this short trade right in here, and I ended up taking a break even on that one. Let's see. It continued moving. Where are we right now? 11:07. The crude oil today, normally the crude oil is one of my favorite markets to trade, and today it was one of my favorite markets to trade right here when it was trending. But then it got right in here, it got all mixed up a little bit, and it wasn't easy to trade in there. And that was for the live trading room, this is like a half an hour in here. This period in here was about a half an hour. No, almost a half an hour. All the way over to here is about a half an hour. In a 2-hour time frame, that's 25% of the live trading room. That's significant. It didn't give a ton of opportunity in there. Okay, there was no opportunity in here, none in here, none in here, and then we finished the morning session. So we traded when we could this morning, but there weren't as many opportunities as there normally are. We ended the crude at plus 10 ticks on this trade right here. Okay. Let's see. We'll move over to the Russell. We took one trade on the Russell this morning. It was right in here. All right. Now the ES started out the day inside the weekly trading zone, just like the Russell did inside the weekly trading zone. When the Russell came out of the zone and tested the BBC and gave an up close, I missed this opportunity right here on this up close, this Dragonfly Doji. I consider an up close. I missed that opportunity right there that went on to make the 2 points. That one then pulled back down, gave a little bit more divergence down here. Now, let me, oops, I forgot to change my arrow color back. Just a sec. I'm going to change my arrow color back to yellow here so we're consistent. All right. We had the bullish divergence down here. Now the yellow arrows are trades that I actually took. Anytime there's a yellow arrow on price, that's a trade that I actually took. The ellipses, these highlighted areas, are trades that set up that I didn't take. All right. Now let me bring up the pictures here so I can show you the actual trade setup and how we knew, or how we thought that it was going to move up here. Step 1 is the bullish cross. You see the bullish cross. Step 2 is the space in between. Step 3 is a test of the BBC with the up close. Bullish divergence is step 4. And the cycle being the right color is step 5. All that happened right here. Okay? All that happened right here. We didn't need it to be right there because it was blue. Yeah, you just saw that. Okay, so we had the up close right there. And that was it. All right, so you get in on the up close right there, and you take advantage of the move up. I missed the up close, so I didn't get to take advantage of it. But after it moved up 10 ticks, 10 or 11 ticks or so, it started to pull back down. And as soon as I could draw a trend line from the tops going back down, I did. And I was looking for divergence down here, which we got. So I could draw the trend line, and we got to close above the trend line. Now that brings us to the other picture. Okay. The trend lines come into play on 2 occasions. 1 is when the cycle is the wrong color, and 2 is when price has so much momentum that it doesn't pull all the way back to the BBC. Okay? I got long on this one, right here, on this up close, and I wasn't really paying attention to it, otherwise I would have probably taken more profit out of it than I did. But I got long on the up close right there, and I ended up taking 2 ticks profit. I had moved my stop to plus 2 ticks when price was up here. Okay. It did end up going up a little bit further, and then it turned around and came back down. Now, everything I said to you guys earlier in the live trading room, the green line met the cycle without putting in a higher swing. You guys all know what that means now. Price turned around and came back down. It started to drop into the weekly trading zone. So we weren't looking to short into the zone right here. We were waiting until we got on the other side of the weekly trading zone. Right, Frank? We were waiting until we got on the other side of the weekly trading zone down here. We drew a trend line in here with a shorting opportunity right there. I missed that opportunity, but you can see it worked out just fine. Right now, everything's really choppy. There's no opportunity in either direction. Okay? There's bullish divergence, and price is flat, and you couldn't go long if you wanted to because there's a weekly trading zone above us. But that was it on the Russell. Okay? Now, I know that the chart that I showed you, you see it's crude oil. And the other chart that I had showed you, well, they're both crude oil charts. They're the G contract of crude, which was a while ago. But it doesn't matter, okay? The point is that we're using the same exact trade setup across all these markets. We're using the same time frame, the same exact trade setup. It doesn't matter what the market is, you know, other than the amount of margin that you have to have. It doesn't matter which market it is. The trade setups are the same. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see, scrolling back, this is gold, okay? We had a few trades on gold, as you can see in here. I think we had 4 trades, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I messed this trade up, so I didn't count it in my total because I messed that up, and I got 4 ticks profit on the trade, but I messed it up. But the actual trades that we had, if you go back, think about the pictures. We had a bearish cross, a test of the BBC with a down close, and bearish divergence. So the down close and bearish divergence, the opportunity to short is right there on the down close. Okay, a bullish cross. Price attempted to pull back down to the BBC, but it didn't make it. It closed up above the trend line, and it moved up just a little bit. If you got into this on the long side, you would have stopped out. Okay, you would have lost on that trade. You would have lost, no question. Right here, bullish cross, test of the BBC, up close. You would have won on that one, no question. You would have won. Again here, okay, I did actually take this one and I moved my stop to break even. It stopped me out at break even. I took this one and I moved my stop to break even and it got me out at break even. I took this one again. I was looking for the up close above this trend line, and I had told everybody in the live trading room that, I took this one and I ended up stopping out on at break even. This was basically the same series. It hadn't continued moving up. But I was thinking once we got out of this box right here, we were going to have a quick move up. It was going to have a little bit of an explosive move up. And it actually did have an explosive move up. And I moved my stop to break even, I thought, but I actually moved it up to plus 4 ticks. And anyway, I didn't count that in the total, that 4 tick gain. But it did move up, and it moved up quickly. And I didn't count that in my total. That was I messed something up there with my DOM. Anyway, I drew this box in here as this was developing because it got into a consolidation area in here, and then it got into a tighter consolidation area. And I was saying when it closes out of this box, I expect that we'll have some sort of an explosive move down. And though it wasn't terribly explosive, it did move down pretty well. Okay? Now, there were opportunities in here to short. There was one right in here. Now, when you have this opportunity right here, and I said this in the live trading room, this is for the partners who are in here right now who didn't make it into the live trading room. When you have an opportunity like this right here, where you have a down close below the MA1, below the black line, below the trend line, and below the BBC, it's a down close below everything, and you have some bearish divergence. That's a very high probability trade right there. Okay, I missed it, but it is a very high probability trade. I know. No, I missed it, but I know other people didn't. I took the next leg down right here. Okay, I took some profit on that one. And it did keep going down. I don't remember, what did I take on that? On gold, I took 6 ticks profit on that. Okay, and it kept going down. The next opportunity was right in here. Okay, and I drew a box in here again. The shorting opportunity would have been right here at 1592.7. It dropped all the way down to 1592 for a 7-tick gain, possibly 7-tick gain. And this was another one of those ones that was a close down below the MA1, a close below the black line, a close below everything. That was the actual entry. But I drew in this box in here because, again, it was consolidating. And the close on the outside of that box should have been explosive. And it was. It actually moved up quickly, about 10 ticks, and then it dropped down again. All right. This was the last opportunity of the morning, right in here, a shorting opportunity. It was right at the end of the morning session. I was telling everyone that I think at 11:30 we're going to see some action and things are going to start to move. And gold dropped down right there, and all the other ones that had a setup at the same time, they all had a winning setup all at once. There was one here on gold. I think there was one over here on the euro. There was one on the ES. There was one on the Russell. They all had the same type of setup. All right. On the NQ, I didn't really look at the NQ much today because we were going in and out of weekly trading zones over here on the euro. I'm not on the euro, on the ES so much. There was one opportunity in here that I had highlighted toward the end of the morning session. As I just said, when they all had to move down all at the same time. There was one right there on the NQ. The NQ, we did not look at it all that much though. Okay, so I'm not going to go over it right now. Soybeans, let's see, there was a spot on soybeans right here at the open. This was the entry right here on this up close on the soybeans. I believe we talked about it, but there was nothing that we could do about it. I didn't get filled. I think there was one person in the live trading room that got filled, but most people didn't get filled on that one. There was another opportunity right over here on this up close on the soybeans was an opportunity to get long. Now in here, if you guys go back to what I said in the live trading room, the green line got up into the cycle. We didn't put in a higher swing. Look what happened. If you followed it after the the live trading room ended, we don't need to draw a trend line in here because we had a test of the BBC with the down close right here with bearish divergence. The entry would have been right there. But if you wanted to do it anyway, put in the trend line, then you would have been looking to short right in there, or again, possibly right there. So there's 3 spots right here in this area that you could have shorted for this move down. Okay. Yep, right off the gravestone told you right there. And that was pretty much it on soybeans. Okay. On the ES, now the ES was very choppy, and I suggested that everybody just stay away from the ES. But there was one opportunity here this morning on the long side that moved up, and it moved up only about 3/4 of a point before it turned around and moved down. So you would have stopped out of that, no question. If you took that trade, you would have stopped out -8 ticks. There was an opportunity here on the short side. Now there was only 7 ticks between here and the weekly trading zone. So I don't take trades that don't have more than 2 points or 8 ticks between the entry and the zone. In this particular case, it didn't have enough. It did go exactly down to the weekly trading zone, and it bounced off it. All right, and it's just very choppy in there right now. And that was all we did over there. Over here on the euro, we pointed out the trade over here on the up close, but we said we really didn't like it. We didn't like the way it was setting up. We didn't like anything about it. But it did give an up close above the trend line. We were losing our divergence is why we didn't like that one so much. Okay. Then it had a bearish cross, and it came down here, and we shorted it right in here. All right. This, again, was toward the end of the morning session. I took profit on this one. Then it gave another trading opportunity right in here on this down close with the bearish divergence. This down close below the trend line. This was right at the end of the morning session again when every trade we had pointed out on the short side worked right there at the end of the morning session. All right, right now it's got bullish divergence and it needs an up close after the bullish cross in this space. But the euro is going to trade pretty lightly right now. The yen, we pointed out 2 spots on the yen. One was right in here after the bullish cross, tested the BBC with an up close after the space. There's the bullish divergence. Okay, are you guys seeing a pattern here? Everyone? I've been saying the same exact thing on every single market I've looked at over and over and over and over and over again. I know it probably sounds pretty boring to you all, and I'm going through it really fast, but you want it to be boring. You don't want, I don't know. You don't want to be too excited about every single trade. You want this to be like, a job. You come in, you do the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over again. You don't want to have surprises. You don't want to have changes in the way that you do things. You want to just come in and do the same thing again and again and again. Okay? So, bullish cross, tested the BBC, up close, up it went. All right, another one right in here. I didn't look at all this stuff on the yen when it was happening. I looked at this one and this one when it was happening. But I didn't look at all the in-between stuff. Right here, up close and up it went. Over here we lost the divergence, so there was no trade in here because we lost the divergence. Then tested the BBC with a down close and bearish divergence. So right in here there was an opportunity on the short side. Over here there was a test of the BBC with a down close, but there was blue on the cycle, so you needed a down close below the trend line. And that is your trend line. So you still don't have a down close below the trend line. And there's no room to run over here. Now, everyone from the live trading room this morning, the green line is just about into the cycle, and we don't have a lower swing. What's that telling you? Check it out later on the yen. I'll highlight the area. Maybe tomorrow we'll look at that. All right. That's it. That's all we had. If you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply. Sign up for the free trial. In the free trial, as I said, you get 5 days in the live trading room, and you'll be able to see us put these trades on, explain the trades, explain all the stuff as I just did to you right here. The totals for the day, again, our totals, on the trades that I took, I was +10 on crude, +2 on the Russell, +6 on gold, and +4 on the euro. Those were the totals for my day. Okay. Let's see. That's it, guys. I'm going to wrap up the recording here. If anybody has any questions, you can email us at support@cfrn.net. Okay, support@cfrn.net. If you have taken the free trial in the past and you want to become a partner, send us an email, support@cfrn.net, and let us know. If you are on the free trial right now, you will be getting an email with the information required to become a partner, probably tonight sometime. Take a look at the email. Read the whole thing, not just pieces of it. Read the whole thing. Okay, it's got a lot of information in it. It's a long email with a lot of information. Read the whole thing. Okay. If you are a new partner, well, then you sat in the live trading room with us this morning. All right. That's it. Going to wrap up the recording and